Hello friends, I'm back with another book review and this time I'm discussing B 4th Sem CSC ISC book by Sunstar Publications review. So first of all, I'll be talking about introduction in that why is it important and where to get, then the body. I'll be talking about advantages and disadvantages, and lastly in the conclusion I'll give my personal suggestions about this book. So let's start the introduction. Why is this important? So as we all know that in VTO about 40% of the questions come from previous years or from model papers. Hence it becomes very crucial for an engineering student to practice these papers so that he can maximize his result with least amount of work. And the best thing I would say is the answers which are written over here are actually made by V2 people as only. So you'll get an idea about what should be written. So these are the syllabus. You can see some question papers are not there, only model papers are there because the last time exams didn't happen and the syllabus has changed and they have not included as a result. Other they have included, that's good. So let's see complex analysis, probability and statistical methods. It's maths. This is the syllabus very beautifully given. A few notes is there, so you can refer this. No need to take from my friends or no need to make your own. I would say notes are good. All the formulas and the important things are given here. Now let's come to the body. Advantages. So this book is, as I told, is very important for engineering student to maximize its result with minimum effort. And over here model papers are given, and in that these questions are given with answers very beautifully, and most of the questions are solved only. Means if you take the first paper, most of the questions were solved then and there. You don't have to turn anywhere else. That's kind of good. Like as I showed you, few notes are given for maths. So maths many people feel difficulty, and hence this thing is really going to help us as engineering people to clear the maths paper. Nextly, as you can see, all these graphs, matrices, everything is given very beautifully, and that you can put it in the question paper over there and you can get maximum marks. Very beautifully given by given state tree graph and graphs. That's good. Okay. So the overall book is clean, I would say. No unnecessarily scrubbing is there, or when you read through this book it will look good. Means it, you will feel good, I would say, even though it's black and white. Knowledge content is good. Now let's talk about the disadvantages. So as you might have noticed over here, the paper quality is bit not good, I would say. Means these pages tear very easily, and if you write anything with pencil, that you can't see very easily, or they might be little light color. But you must understand these kind of papers are used for mass production of such books. Yes, these books are actually sold much. Nextly, some of the questions as you might be reading may seem little incomplete in any subjects. Yeah, it might seem incomplete, and hence you have to refer your own textbooks and take out answers from there. Also, you might have noticed, if you have seen the previous books, is that in some of the questions in the later part of the question papers, the author just tells that you refer to this page in this question number and you'll get it. So that's kind of bit annoying, I would say, but still it's kind of fine. But if you but sometimes this also happens that that question answer is not in there in the place where it has been described to be there. So that's a bit confusing. Questions are jumbled up sometimes. Questions answers are jumbled up. Pages are not there proper. So these are some of the common things I would say. Other than that, everything is good in this book. You can study this. However, sometimes you might not get the full marks for what you expect in video exam, but it will do good according to me. So let's come to the last part, as conclusion. So what are my personal suggestions? I would say that this book is made for people who at least have a basic knowledge of what they learned in the semester. So if you are a person who has not studied anything and trying to start just 1 month before the exam, that I would say this book might seem a bit hard, because this book actually doesn't introduce you to the subjects, like how our subjects or how the books which we read introduce us and take us step by step. This book does that is very VTU oriented, and we all know how VTU papers are. So I would say that if you are reading this book for the first time, please don't read. Except that, I would say this book is very good for practicing, and I'm sure you would like it. Thank you.